Never mind, never mind. False alarm, false alarm. She's into it. My bad. Go- So were those different timelines or what?
Say fuck you.
Wow.
man. Boy.
Y'all,
Didn't I say it?
Hmm?
Didn't I say it? He was gonna be in this episode.
I said it was He Who Remains. We got He Who Remains. We got. They basically
We
merged.
already know who he is, though.
Yeah, but they
We
merged.
know that's Kane.
They merged three characters though. They merged him as basically him as Kang. I think it's Impetus is who he really was. Along with He Who Remains, because he dresses like Impetus, because Impetus wears a lot of robes.
Kane.
So
So
uh, Sunday's episode, like I said, I did not think he was going to show up
I,
because
I
me neither.
knew he was gonna show up because it made sense. We hadn't had that big twist yet, and it just made sense for Kane to show up when you're dealing with time.
Loki showrunner said they saw One Division and they saw Captain America and they was like, you know what, hold my beer.
Pretty much. It just made all the sense in the world for Kane to be in this series. And so we already know next season is going to be based about dealing with the evil version of Kang and the variants of Kang.
Well, I mean, Kang is he's gonna him as Kang the Conqueror, he will be in Quantum Mania because they've
yeah,
already kind of coined that he'll be playing Kang in Quantum Mania.
But
So
that's what I'm saying. We're going to be dealing with the variants.
yeah, he probably maybe deal with the variant. He may probably deal with like Rama Tut or something like that, or because if they bring Rama, they bring
Out of
if they bring Rama Tut, then you know X Men is coming because Rama Tut is pre apocalypse.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when it all boils down to it, just like you can call shit meat, chicken, sausage, bacon, everything. It all boiled down to it is Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. Even with the TVA's like leader, she's his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, I've been called a conqueror. I've been called many names. It's Kang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like in my mind when we was talking about what we expected, I just knew it was gonna be Kang. Of course they didn't say the name, but when it boils down to it, that's exactly who he is.
Yeah.
He's a variant of Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
I think he
But-
was kind of more. I think he was kind of more like
He was the
mixture
first.
he was like
Yeah.
I think he may have been Nathaniel Richards, a mixture like.
He said he was the first.
Yeah, Nathaniel Richards is the one from the 31st century.
Right. But Nathaniel is still Kang when you boil down to it.
Right. Now I know that, but I'm just saying I think like his human name was Nathaniel Richards. I bet.
So getting into the episode. So what was that where when she sent him back to the TVA, instead of the 3-time keepers, it was now Kang as the 1-time keeper, and Mobius didn't even know him anymore.
Kang had already came in and the new Kang had already came in and restructured the timeline.
Yeah.
Yep.
As ruler of that universe. And it happened just that fast.
And he does it, and he kind of does it in different, like in timelines in the comics. He takes for example, he'll take one Earth and like make them just the maker of his weapons. Take one, and they just make him money, and he just bounces from timeline to timeline.
And so the thing is, that's why this next phase gonna be all about time and dimensions. It's with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch with the TV shows. Like it's all falling into place that this and Endgame. Well, yeah, Endgame kicked off the time thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, I take that back.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man kicked off the time thing.
Yeah.
To the quantum realm.
So basically, the first war was basically the Kang War that they were showing in the beginning of episode 1. We just didn't know that's what it was.
The War of King's dynasty, was it just his dynasty?
It's called Kang Dynasty, but it's also called the Kang War.
I mean,
See, and this is how the new Avengers got started too, though, because Kang, the young Kang, didn't want nothing to do with the new Kang, and so he joined the Young Avengers, and that's when he became a good guy. So that's a variant too.
Yep.
That's
So
what
it's
I'm
gonna
saying.
be Kang
That's
against Kang, and oh god, this is gonna be crazy.
Also, young, the Japanese figures that I showed you, that I put in the group today, if you look at the Spider-Man, well, I showed you the different images. The backgrounds have the different images from the different Spider-Man if you look at it closely. One is the neon signs of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. The other one has the background of Tobey's.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
The toys always give it away. The toys.
So what I'm thinking about, we had Spider-Man. Tobey was just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Andrew was the Amazing Spider-Man, right?
Uh-huh.
And Tom is.
I think that boy just.
Is he spectacular?
The Incredible.
Spectacular.
Uh,
Whatever Disney's version of Spider-Man is. The one where Deadpool and him are friends. I think this is the route they're gonna take with that. Because if you watch the Disney version of him and Deadpool's like relationship on what was that was more close to MCU with the multiverse ones that I think they're gonna touch base on.
I actually remember watching that episode with you.
Yeah.
And
Because they are the ones that went through the different timelines and how they included Miles Morales and Childish Gambino playing Miles Morales
in the cartoon.
in the cartoon on Disney. Yep.
We'll see,
Y'all-
man.
So just did confirm that Ryan Reynolds is returning, and it's not the MCU. It's more like the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse.
It's a good name for it.
Yeah, because we are about to go.
But you know what? All thing this tells me, I still want to get Galactus.
I'm not gonna say all that because I'm not gonna say all that because I have a feeling that Black Panther one Namor is a definite. So I really have a feeling that they're doing the storyline of the comic that I talked about some episodes ago with Black Panther like getting heard and all this and what you call it taking over. And I think Doom is gonna be something we're gonna probably see like maybe a human version of Doom before he becomes something.
So what I'm thinking about is that even though I'll be 50 by the time it comes, Phase 5 is when Phase 5 is when I'll get Phase 5 is when I'll get Galactus.
Okay, 40 maybe. 40.
That's in 40 years, bro. It took a decade to get through. It took over a decade to get to phase 4.
Okay,
It took over a decade.
Okay, 45. All right.
50. We already know this.
But who's to say that we won't get Galactus because they did mention like the new phase is supposed to end with the introduction of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that first movie is going to have Galactus in it.
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, we don't know.
But in some phases, the internals can open up so many doors too, though.
Yep.
You
You just don't know which way it's gonna go, especially like now. Now it's like
Because can't Galactus travel through? I don't think
No, he's just a universal being.
He's just universal. Okay, I was like, I'm like,
yeah, he's not a time traveling being. The Galactus is just a universal being.
He's excited, baby. My baby, Hercules.
But oh my gosh, this is crazy.
When I saw him in the elevator, I said, I knew it. I'm sitting up there in my head like I knew it. I wanted to turn the microphone on and say, I told y'all Kang was gonna be in this episode, and y'all didn't want to believe me. And when I got my phone,
it's not that we
most of everybody said it. Believed it. I said I didn't.
Go back and listen to that episode. Go back and listen to that episode. Because I said, I'm telling y'all, Kang gonna be in the episode. And y'all was gonna be like, I doubt it, you know, all that.
I said I doubt it. I did say that. I thought it was gonna be another Loki.
The foreshadowing led to it, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
I was gonna be happy whether he showed up or not. I just want him to be mentioned.
But still, how Marvel did is like, you know, it's Kang because they already show he's casted as Kang, but it wasn't Kang. You know what I'm saying? They kind of play with you a little bit because if you look at the
tomato.
Because if you look at the credits on it, he's labeled as He Who Remains.
Kang.
They're not the same person though. Comic wise, they're not the same person.
Kang.
Marvel did what they always do. They merged two characters into one character. Well, three for him. They merged three characters.
Let me give the props though. This man denied every interview about anything when they started asking because he said, I don't know what the hell you talking about every time. And you can tell I heard this from Tara Strong, like when they were doing the filming, you know they're never in the same studio. They just do the script and they never know where it's being placed into the actual scenes. So they kept it hush and they really did.
She ain't never on set no damn way. She always in the recording booth.
And they tell them
Tara Strong.
I think that's really
She was sitting at home when they were doing this. All thing she had to do was read her lines.
Tara. Heck yeah. Tara making some money, man. That chick on DC, she on Marvel. Good grief.
Hey, real shit though. Yeah, Titan didn't say hold my beer. Titan said hold my brewery. They ready for season 3. Titans.
I still haven't seen Titans episode. I mean the new trailer.
Man,
Oh,
wow.
You need to watch
oh,
it. You should watch it.
oh my
See,
God.
I might want to screenshot. I might screenshot this. Hold on a second. I want to. Let me go to YouTube.
Yeah, go ahead, screenshot it. Cause I'm sitting up there watching that. I was like, oh shit. Still want Jensen Ackles, but this'll do.
Like, this is fine.
Yeah, this'll work.
Damn. Just going back and forth with like it was much more detailed than this one. I'm just saying.
Okay. Fine.
Hold on.
Group share.
We watching it right now.
Oh, y'all, okay. I'll put it up still.
Are they gonna just shorten it to Max instead of HBO Max now? I noticed they just put a Max original.
No, you on HBO Max, you got a category that just says Max Originals.
Oh,
They probably said it was too wordy, so he's like, just call it Max Original, man.
You need to make sure that this doesn't happen to someone else.
I've seen this.
Oh, I did see this.
Y'all watching the new one, right?
Okay, it was the only right. Okay. Go Dick.
It's over for me. Be a better Batman.
Okay, where did the screen go?
Welcome back to
You already finished.
How's it going? Welcome. Mine now.
We're investigating this new resident case.
He said, be a better Batman. The Titans got this.
Can't screen share.
Crazy.
Like, Peter, like, what are you doing, bro?
But you know what though? That trailer makes sense that Barbara is the commissioner because in Batman Beyond, who was the commissioner?
I
But-
hate him using illegal.
Say what?
It's wheelchair Barbara. One that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Orca,
tortured.
It's Orca Barbara because she was. They mentioned her name in season 2.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that just letting me know there's more foreshadowing that with Barbara being the commissioner and that's what DC did. They combined two characters because Barbara was the commissioner in Batman Beyond, but she was walking around. But in the comics and everything, Barbara became the Oracle and got paralyzed, and she never became commissioner.
We show no mercy.
She was just always Oracle.
Interesting.
Yo, that scene when the Joker is beating, when he beating him, it's just like I kind of like one this like it's more gritty that way than just being in a room with with him tied to the chair and slapping around with the crowbar. The way he is actually like, I'm glad that's a dummy on the ground because had that been a real human, oh Lord, it wasn't enough pad.
I wonder what Bruce did though, because Bruce came back and dropped the crowbar on the floor, and I'm like, he had blood on his face. I'm like, okay, what did Bruce do?
Right.
That's what I'm wondering.
I think he ended up going and killed the Joker. That's why he's saying it's over for me. Be a better Batman than me.
Right.
Yeah. That was the number one rule, not to kill nobody.
If you think in this, we never get to see the Joker's face. They never cast him.
We don't know if they casted him or not.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We only know about Scarecrow and Blackfire. That's the only two people we know about as far as villains go.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course,
that season.
I think. Don't you think they would have done it by now though?
They probably keeping it
Under wraps.
Yeah, they don't want
But
to get out.
I mean, because it come out next month, and it'll be a surprise to everybody who the Joker is.
Yep.
But y'all, that season is gonna have so much going on with Blackfire, Red Hood, and the Joker. There's gonna be so much going on, man.
Yeah.
I wonder how many episodes it is.
I think 13. I ain't seen the show.
It's good, right? He is Red Hood.
Yeah, he is
Right?
Red. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Red Hood. Yeah.
Oh, I love the costume.
Yeah.
They didn't shit on the costume at all.
Who costume?
Red Hood. I love the Red Hood costume in there.
Oh, who do better costumes though? I think honestly, I like the uniqueness that DC put in their costumes.
It depends.
It depends.
Like if you like, let's be honest.
Oh.
Let's be honest. Look at the first Avengers. Look at the first Avengers. Look at Captain America costume. That shit was trash.
Yeah, but I like the way, but I like the way that they evolved the costume over the season because over the movie because pretty much every movie, of course, Tony had a new suit.
Yeah,
right.
They had to get the
Cap made
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Cap
Costume
evolved just slightly. Black Widow changed a little bit. Like, I mean, Hawkeye's Ronin was just a total wardrobe change.
Yeah.
And haircut.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, speaking of, have y'all seen Black Widow? I have.
Oh, yeah.
Black Widow was fire. Black Widow was that fire, dog.
I haven't seen it, y'all. So
I gotta say something.
What?
From Avengers, where Loki was talking to Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Makes so much sense now.
Oh yeah.
We're talking to each other. I went into Hawkeye's mind and saw everything, and I saw everything that you did. It's like you trying to erase all that red. Like, oh, okay.
Hey, yo, I'm just saying, like, I ain't seen it yet. I'm not finna pay for it on Disney. I don't have the access to a server like Davin do, so I'm finna try to find this the best way I can.
But the file I got is big. The file I got is 16 gigs.
Damn.
Yeah, because I got the 4K like with Dolby Vision and all that file. Because I'm not paying $30 either for no movie. I mean, I can, but why do that when I can get it for free?
Are we live?
I'll pay that $5.99.
Yeah, we're still live.
What is that?
Yes, we still live on. Yeah, we still live on Twitch. But yeah, it's 13 episodes for Titan season 3. Episode number 5 is called Lazarus. I know how he comes back. I'm just saying.
You know, he got thrown in a Lazarus pit.
Yep.
Don't tell
Nobody. Hey, y'all. Let me pull up my Twitch chat. Dang.
Why?
What else?
Shoot, that's really it. Like the first, let's see.
I was kind of hoping they was gonna have some, you know.
How narcissistic is Loki to kiss himself?
No, she did that to him.
She did that to him, really, honestly.
Well, I'm saying they still the same. They just in a different. They still the same person.
She leaned in first.
Still narcissistic.
Like she.
If you was a man having a dream, you would want the woman to come kiss you first anyway.
If you don't love yourself, who will?
That's not how that works.
That was the definition of self-love.
Right?
That's not how that works.
Which makes the betrayal so
No,
much.
it's like having a dream and I had a female version of me and I had her come jump my bone. Like,
hey, yo, that's just like Jane Ryan stepped back, had to kiss himself.
Like, and then what kind of Apple Watch was that Kang had in there?
He had the
original Apple Watch Series 1000.
Series Infinity.
I know by the 31st century, Apple don't even fucking exist.
Boy said, I love this. He's like, I love it. He flicked some shit off there. Like, dang. I wish my.
But you know what? I'm glad they did that version of Kang with the being eccentric.
Yeah.
Because that serious version of Kang that we're all used to seeing, that dictator.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you're gonna see that. I think you're gonna see that in Quantumania.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. We gonna see it. We are going to
Yeah,
see it.
he gave me Joker vibes. Not to keep going back on DC, but he gave me Joker vibes.
Yeah,
Like that's
but you know what? That version of Kane fits with the Loki concept because of the way that over in mythology and in other versions of Loki, how Loki is portrayed as really eccentric, like goofy, wild. You know, it just went along with the theme for that version of Kane. Is these niggas eating strawberries? All right, y'all, I'm going to bed, man. These niggas they eat. They drunk wine. They eat strawberries. Like
no strawberry soaked in wine.
Like if you want to be particular about it.
Sure, man.
But for real though, yeah, I mean, I was in. I thought they was gonna do some after credits, but they didn't.
yeah, I really thought it was gonna be some after
Hey,
credits.
man, look, we gave y'all He Who Remains. Y'all ain't getting no after credits.
They said Loki, because remember they said that Loki season 2 was greenlit before season 1 even aired. So
Yeah,
we already knew.
Well, we see what?
We already knew we was gonna get a season 2. Thank you, Marvel, for that tidbit.
they up there like slapping the press release out at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, we already knew season 2, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
like thanks, guys.
Thanks for the stamp, guys.
The hurt in my boy. You can see the hurt in my boy face. Like, bro was hurt.
No.
Who?
Loki.
Oh yeah. Yes, you did. You seen the pain in his eyes, bro.
And
Well, I couldn't use that. I couldn't use that line. Never trust an English. God damn it, Phil. I mean, Phoenix.
no, finish what you about to say. What you about to say?
I didn't got distracted. I just lost some money.
Oh, okay.
Dang, old man, on that. What you doing? A scratch off?
Hell no! I bet on the basketball game.
Yo, you look like you was doing a scratch off. God damn it.
No, I was on my phone and I tried to check ESPN.
Oh man, we talking about Loki. This boy over here doing scratch off. But now, yeah, that was deep though. So
And you can tell, like, she knows she fucked up too, cause like the disappointment in her face when she see the branch of timelines going even bigger. She really.
No, that killer part is that wink. That's what showed her she fucked up. See you later. Or what he said, see you soon, and winked at her. That lets you know right there. He didn't flinch. He didn't do nothing. He told them, "You killed me. I'm gonna end up right back here."
Yep. And the
But no,
worst,
but the
and I ain't even the worst version.
But the cold part about it is he knew she was gonna kill him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, all those branches though, bro. Oh my god.
He didn't know how, but yeah.
For you to be sitting up there giggling and being that sadistic, or that kind of, and then you just know I already know. Is he knew that she was gonna kill him, or he said he decided
Everything
that I'm
let me know that he was gonna end up dying because he said, "I'm tired." Like when you hear that line in a movie or a TV show, somebody about to die.
Yeah.
When they're saying it's been a long time, I'm older than I
He's
look.
been around for millions of years.
Yeah.
Eons. That's crazy, dog.
Well, that was time for him to die then.
And then when he said reincarnation, baby, like he
No, but
ain't
when he
worried about dying.
But when he said this is a young man's game, like, damn, how young we talking?
Young.
He said the young.
And been around for eons. That means hell.
Like you gotta at least be minimum. Let me see your ID. You gotta be at least 1 million years old, dog, to get in the club.
I'm saying like he older than Galactus.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
This is who he was playing. If you all look in the chat, Immortus. I mean, I don't want to say Impetus, but Immortus. That's who he was playing.
What chat you put it in?
Discord chat. The host chat. The symbol on the chest was the same that the shirt he had on with the purple robe. He just didn't have the headpiece on.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what? That was the one thing that disappoint. That's the one thing that always disappoints me about Marvel, and that's the just depending on the era that we're in. Kang can be white, but then we turn around and then they start drawing Kang as black, and then
He's
even
fucking
with
I said he's fucking purple.
or even the same thing with damn how I forget with Nick Fury.
Fury.
Like
But it's two different Nick Furies though. It is a white one and it is a black one.
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
Yeah. I've always known that part. It's always been two different ones.
See, I always
It
knew
just-
about Nick Fury from the Punisher, and I only knew him from the Punisher. But I'm not like a super comic kid like you. So.
Like I always felt like they drew the character like it felt like that the black character is who they really wanted, but they drew the white character to appease the masses. I mean, that's just the conspiracy theorist in me.
Let's see.
But all right, y'all. 4:00 will be rolling around in a minute. I'm not like y'all. I don't get
well, let's close out the show because we are live, So thank you for tuning in with us, y'all. I'll turn it over to Royalty. Let him do the honors.
All right, man. We want to do more live reactions like this going forward in the future. So please make sure you guys tune in. They can probably export this to you. I might export this to YouTube. I don't know. We might, maybe, possibly.
Shout out the strawberry part.
No. Sodium Raglass is eating strawberries soaked in wine.
Oh God! Somebody sounds.
On Sunday.
Man, it's so good wine. I did that to add insult to injury since you was acting. You was over there acting like you was soaked in wine.
No.
I'm finna go be soaked in Jack.
Oh my God!
Eat worse.
All right, man. So we're gonna close it out. We'll catch you guys this Sunday for
Look at y'all over there looking all shiny and shit.
issue 185.